I just got the Moderna booster vaccine. I got the first two, it's Pfizer. This third one, oh my gosh, it's more painful than those previous two. It basically feels like I have a fever, but not really a fever, but you know how you feel all achy? Yeah, it just hurts all over and I can't even move. Like putting on a jacket, it's just painful throughout my entire torso, but I still have to make a video. So please excuse that this is not as polished and I'm not super well dressed or anything. I talked about the Rakuten deal. It turns out in order to get the $40, you have to get some kind of cash back, because sometimes if you go through their shopping portal and you just buy any random thing, you might not get even 1 penny of cash back. So in order to get this $40, you have to make sure you get some amount, like a penny of something, 0.5%, 1% of whatever you buy. Then you get credited the $40. If you sign up during the promotional period, you will still qualify for this. I apologize for not mentioning this earlier. Let's talk about if you are really retired or not, if you happen to really like what you do. I'm gonna switch over to Horizon Workrooms to draw a figure. Today we are in Horizon Workrooms and this is my VR face, and I got these crazy arms like this. I don't know if you guys can see, but from my VR view, I can see outside. It's a nice lake over there, and there's a bridge. And this is a really big room with a whiteboard over here I can draw and such. I'm just gonna draw a really quick diagram in this VR, and then I'm gonna go back into real life. So basically, it's gonna look like this. The question is, sometimes when we work, there is no fun or there is fun. And sometimes when we work, sometimes you make money and sometimes you don't make money. So we'll go fun over here and no fun, money, no money. So if we have a job and it's no fun and you don't actually get paid for it, then what is this? You're probably stupid. So I'm just going to write stupid over here. Stupid. Most people reside in the area where the job is not that fun, maybe like 80% of the people, and you actually make money. They give you a salary, so people tolerate it. So this would be called a job. Now the question here becomes, if you are retired and you're actually having fun doing something, like volunteer at a pet hospital or something, and you get no money, you don't get paid for this thing, most people would agree that you are retired because you are not actually making any money. If we go over here and you're having fun, but at the same time you're making money, then what do we call this? Some people would call it, you just switch careers, because you went from a job that is no fun, and then all of a sudden you switch to a different job. You're having a lot of fun now, but let's say you're making the same amount of money. Then it's a job switch. Now let's say you're retired. You're doing something that is fun. You're at the pet hospital and you're helping lots of pets and stuff. But let's say all of a sudden you are monetizing it. You started making a little bit of money. Now, would you call this still retired because you are bringing in enough money? Maybe you are bringing in a lot of money, enough to sustain your life and stuff. So would that still be retired? So I think in this quadrant, it's a little bit arguable. Fun, and you make money at the same time. Some people would call it a job switch. Some people would argue that they really are retired. So let's just put a question mark over there. When you're at a job, we would call this a rat race. Some people have a job and they actually like what they do. So they're already on this really strange quadrant where it's fun, you also make money, you just kind of go over here, and it's also a job. And sometimes people mistaken this as being retired. But let's just leave that there for a while and go back to what if you are retired already? And like I said, you're volunteering at a pet hospital and then you slowly monetize it somehow. You're making money somehow there. And you transition to this fun and no money job into a fun job that makes money. So you are in this weird retired thing where both a person with a job and a person that's retired, they are both having fun. They really like what they do and they're both making money. So what's the difference here? Both people cannot be retired. So the difference here is if you are financially independent or not. The person with a job is required to work there, even though they really like it and all. They do not have a choice of not working there. But the retired person is working there because they choose to work there, and they can quit anytime they want if they want to and never work a day the rest of their lives. In reality, a job is not just cut and dry where it's always just no fun at all or always all fun. It's a spectrum, and with any job, you're always gonna have some stuff that you don't really want to do. And even if you're retired doing something that you really like and making money off of it, sometimes it's really fun, but then there's always gonna be like this little thing here and there that is not fun at all, and you just gotta do it because it comes with whatever hobby that you're going after. Same with the retired side. If you're moving into this fun thing with money, it's always not going to be $0 to all the way earning as much as a regular job salary. Maybe you're earning like $100 a month, maybe $1,000 a month. So as you make more, you're going to transition from this very, very retired of making nothing at all into this gray area where you kind of have something to do. It's fun and it makes you money. Now let's look up what retirement really means because there's some ambiguity here. The definition is having left one's job and ceased to work. The question here becomes, what is work at all? In a physics sense, work is force times distance. In other words, you are pushing some brick some distance away, and that's considered work. So you can kind of think of this as manual labor. In today's sense, it doesn't actually have to be manual labor. Maybe you're clicking mouse clicks, you are making some documents, right? You don't actually have to do physical labor work. You can kind of think of work as really just doing something useful for society. That is work. When you hear the word retirement, what does it mean to retire a car? You are taking it out of commission. It's no longer going to roll anywhere. You are retiring it. So this is the same thing with people. If you retire, you're essentially not going to work at all. You're going to be a net consumer. You're never going to produce anything useful again, because if you really are retired, then yeah, you just lay around, drink cocktails, and just consume basically. You better not work out on the treadmill either, because it has the word work in it. As soon as you do any kind of work, maybe you're not going to be labeled as retired anymore. Oh my gosh, that's like my whole torso hurts right now. I think I'll end this video right here. Maybe I'll get better in a day or two after this vaccine booster thing. Thanks for watching this video. See you guys next time.